Okay, today for our scenario, we are going to be doing scenario 2 where Tim, our student, is struggling in math and is going to use a calculator as our main objective at the end. And I'm going to be the special education teacher asking Morgan, the regular education teacher, if we can implement this idea. Hello, Morgan. I was wondering if we could sit down and just talk about Timmy.
Yeah, sure, Lexi. Let's talk about Tim.
I see that he has been struggling in this part of the curriculum with long multiplication and long division problems. Do you see that as a problem?
I've noticed a little bit recently, like since we've started bringing it into the classroom. Yeah.
I was wondering if you had any ideas or we could bounce ideas off each other of how we could help him in this area.
Um, what if we, I don't know, maybe had him step out during the tests and had a para help him out on that section or the whole test so that he can like do the test to his full potential and like she'll be extra added support for him.
Do you think, since he is highly accepted by his peers, that they would notice something was wrong? Would that be an issue at all?
I'm not sure if they'll notice that he does step out of the room for the test because it would just be for the test. I'm open to trying it and seeing like how everyone reacts to it, and if like it doesn't work out, we can maybe just like try another thing or try another way to try to help Tim out.
So what you're saying is that the pair would just take him out separately, or would the pair help, or how do you?
I think if we took him out of the classroom like a pull out, it would work best because then the parent could like talk to him and talk him through the problems and like help him out and just be like added support for him if he does need any help on the test.
Okay. I know Timmy is really highly well capable of doing all other subjects and everything other than just this small chunk. So I don't think taking him out for just this small part of math will really help him, or it will just kind of make things seem like he's failing in this area.
Okay, well, what if we, I don't know, like give him extra time on his test instead of pulling him out? Maybe if we just extend his time, he'll succeed really well on the test.
Okay. Have you tried extending time with other students before with tests?
I've had a couple, but not enough to actually form an opinion on how it works yet.
Okay. And I've seen with other students that we've extended the time, they miss out on things that they enjoy, like recess or the specials. Do you think Timmy would be affected by taking him out or making him stay longer for tests?
I think it would depend how long he ends up staying extra, and I don't know that until we try it out. He could only need a couple more minutes or 5 more minutes, and then in that case, he would just miss like passing period or like when they're moving to their next class. And so I think that we could just write him a pass down to specials or something, and he could just jump right in if it ends up only being an extra like 5 minutes that he misses.
Okay, so what we've discussed so far is maybe we could have a pair take him out, or we could extend his time with the math test, which both of those ideas are great, but I think his peers would catch on to that as well with both ways. And I think that maybe we could use a calculator for just those long problems because he's failing in those areas and he would be able to calculate them really fast with a calculator. How do you feel about that?
I feel that some of the students might think that's unfair because they will see him using that, and they'll want to use the calculator because Timmy's able to use a calculator.
Okay. I understand that peers may look at him differently with that, but with just a small calculator, I don't think that'll be very much of an issue, and we can maybe sit down with Timmy and ask him how he feels about this too.
Okay, so what you're saying is that you think best plan of action would be to have him use a calculator in the class instead of having him be pulled out or use a para. Be pulled out, use a para, or having extra time, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I think we could try it out for like a week or so and see how it works out, and just kind of go from there. I don't know. Maybe like how long do you think we'll have him work with a calculator?
I think we could try the week. We'll meet with Timmy and then discuss what we're going to have him do, because my idea is that we're going to tell Timmy he can use this calculator for his benefit to speed up his calculations, but he still needs to understand the step to step. So he's still going to have to write out every single part of the problem to show that he understands how it's solved, but the calculator will just speed it up more.
So he'll like use the calculator for basically like checking his answers to make sure that he's doing all the problems correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So I think if we test it out for a week and just make notes of how everything is going, and if it's helping, then maybe we can keep going on. And since you're going to be moving on to geometry in a few weeks, a calculator won't even be an issue then either. So I believe that just using this calculator and sitting down with Timmy and telling him how he's going to use it will benefit him the most.
Okay, how often are we gonna like progress monitor him?
I would say let's try this week and make a set goal after this week, after we talk to Timmy too.
Okay, this sounds like a really great plan to try to implement into my classroom.
And after we talk to Timmy, we can also just tell his parents and let them know what's going on, because we don't want him to use the calculator as just a crutch to always fall back on, but just to understand that this will help him with those more difficult problems.
Okay, and we can just bring it up in his IEP meeting next time we have one also.
Okay.